Today I am in Oxfordshire in a beautiful surrounding town nearby Cotswold. I'm here to visit the contemporary cuisine. It's a Bangladeshi Indian cuisine called Spice Lounge. I will be met by Mr. Sam Al Samad, who will talk us through and walk us through his lovely restaurant.
Good
Hello.
afternoon. Welcome to the Spice Lounge.
Thank you very much. Thank you
in.
for having us.
You're very welcome. How's your trip?
It was splendid.
Excellent,
It's beautiful. Didn't realise it was very near Cotswold.
Well, please come in. Well, it's one of the best places in Europe. It's rated as number 6 in the Forbes magazine.
Excellent.
As the most desirable place to live in Europe. So we're very, very privileged and humbled to be associated with Burford. And we've been trading here since 2008, so this is our 12th year, coming into the 13th.
Right.
And it's been a very, very joyous ride to serve the community here.
I couldn't help noticing the vintage shops and the sweet shop.
Absolutely. I think a lot of people, especially those who travel in from London, they have kind of a pleasant surprise when they come here. You know, you sort of step back in time as if it hasn't moved.
Yes,
so, you know, you're getting what we used to go to school with, the gobstoppers and the bonbons and such. You know, the younger generation, they may not know what they are.
But it seems like it's perfect surrounding for families, for, you know, couples, anybody. You know, you can never be too old for sweets as well, can you? Yeah, you are. If you could show us around.
This is our main area of the restaurant, the ground floor. So as you walk in, we have tables on both sides. So we try and uniform that. So we have a round table there and a round table here. And the other tables are set up as, because we have a lot of 4s and 6s. So we've got a couple of the 6 tables, a couple of 5 tables, and the rest are set up as 2s and 4s.
Excellent.
It's not a big restaurant, it's a local community restaurant. So we do serve majority of our customers, 80% I would say, are local and regulars. The other 20% are made up of footfall, so tourist customers. You know,
so those who are probably visiting the Cotswolds, you know, be a nice drive to come down, and really the surrounding just blends in.
Well, it's beautiful. If you don't like this kind of environment, then there's something wrong with you. Absolutely. In the summer, the traffic peaks. So our trade boosts, we do have a boost in trade with the footfall coming in as tourists. We have an overspill area.
It's a secret entrance area here. Okay, so we have a surprise upstairs here.
Upstairs is lovely for private dining, corporate dues. We do have corporate functions as well. We have the RAF Bryce Norton only a few miles from here, and they are regular of ours, so they hold a lot of corporate events. So we try and use this room as an overspill and a private function room as well.
And I mean, these pillars are just, you know, they look very. It's keeping like the heritage around.
It's a Grade 2 listed building. So they're all original features, and as you can tell, this is probably from the Titanic.
Amazing. So we've seen the beautiful decor of this place. You know, so later on we'll be discovering our chef and what his lineup is, and how he will probably prepare and you know, do one of his signature dishes.
Absolutely, we'll go through that with you. We'll show you through to the kitchen in a moment.
Excellent.
Okay.
Brilliant. Thank you for the coffee.
You're very welcome.
And it's lovely. Okay, so thank you for showing us around the downstairs and the hidden lovely place that's upstairs too.
You're welcome.
And obviously we have a lot more to you know, find out. If you could just talk us through your journey about, you know, how, you know, you set up here, and, you know, how did this become?
Absolutely. This was by pure accident. In 2008, my accountant and the owners of this restaurant, which was an Indian restaurant before I had it, they approached me. I think they were going through some financial hardship. It wasn't quite working out. It was slowly declining in takings and revenue, and it was in the brink of perhaps closing down. And so my accountant said, look, Sam, why don't you take it over? I've taken over a number of failed restaurants and turned it around. And he said, look, I believe you can do that. So I said, okay, I'm up for the challenge. Let's see what we can do. So it kind of just stemmed from that. it did take me a while. It took me, I think, about a couple of years
Right.
from where it was and where it is today. You know, I think where they had gone wrong was they were unable to tap into the local community. I think wherever you are, it's very important to realize that when you're having customers come in, they're not a number. It's a person.
Okay.
They're people. You know,
Right.
you got to address that factor.
Sure.
I think if you think, okay, I'm in a tourist area, I'm going to have a flow of tourism coming in, one-time customers. I think that's an absolute wrong way to go about it, because
Right.
even if they are a tourist and they're going to be coming into your venue once in that whole lifetime, if it's a good experience, they'll go back and tell their friends and recommend your restaurant or whatever business that you have to their friends. And should their friends visit that locality, I'm sure that will stick in their mind. I'll say, let's go and pay them a visit. And we get this compliment every year.
Well, I like the sound of that, because you're treating that person as a person,
Absolutely.
like you said, and not like
Not a
another
number.
number of a customer coming in, and you're leaving like an experience for them to take
We
away.
we take pride in trying to build a relationship with our customers, try and remember everyone's names, even go as far as try and remembering. We have a CRM system that's in my head to remember birthdays and anniversaries, dates to remember.
Yes.
And I think that goes a long way. I think if you can remember what customers like when they come in, what wines they want, their name, it just
it's
goes.
another part of valuing that customer, right?
I think if you're in hospitality and catering, that should come to you as second nature.
Right.
If you enjoy what you do and you're in a hospitality trade, and that, I think that should come to you naturally. If you have to work hard at it, then you're in the wrong trade. And if you're not enjoying it, then you're definitely in the wrong trade.
Right.
So I think that's what differentiates me from maybe perhaps somebody else or something else. Yeah.
All right. So is there, we think of Indian cuisines and we think there's a family link to it. Can we say that this is linked to a family-run business?
I think when it comes to Asian restaurants, in particular Indian restaurants, a core part of running the businesses are family.
Right.
Whether it's a family-owned restaurant or not, somehow or another, you have family members working within that environment, within that restaurant, and helping it drive to the success level that it is at.
Right.
This is not my father's restaurant, this is not my brother's restaurant, this is not my sister's restaurant, it is my restaurant. However, I do have family members who've been supporting me from day one, not just this restaurant, in the other restaurants that I've owned throughout my lifespan of being in restaurants.
Okay.
So I think
which still shows there's a close-knit family.
Absolutely. And I
support.
think it's important to realize that if you have family support, it goes a long way. It goes a long way, because I can take holidays because my brother's here.
Sure.
I know it's in safe hands. I've had managers in place in a couple of my businesses that I've had, and believe me, it's nice to be able to have to appoint a managerial post. However, you come back and sometimes it's just not run the way you want, or things are not as they seem.
It sounds like you have your peace of mind.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's reassurance end of the day. Who can you trust more than yourself? And I think that would be your bloodline.
And how long have we had this restaurant running so far?
This restaurant's been running, it's in its 13th year, so 12 years have passed, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
and what would you say the success and hiccups and trips you've had over the years?
This is a grade 2 listed building, so whenever we have torrential weather, as we've had in the last couple of months, heavy rainfall, winds of 30, 40 miles per hour, we always get scared, what's the bill going to be tomorrow, Cotswold stone slates falling down, subsidence. You do, they're grade 2 listed building, they're stone building.
Fragile.
You have to be on top of maintenance, and I think that's one of the key elements of upkeep here is, as provided that you keep up with the maintenance, then it's okay. But, the everyday running of a restaurant, staff, food, running short of something, that just comes along and it's daily. I don't think you should be scared of that or be surprised that the chef's calling you up at
these are some of the everyday things you will be faced with.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've seen the beautiful surroundings, we've seen the lovely decor. I mean, in a short while we'll be meeting the chef and what he has lined up, how he's going to do. Okay, so I'm enjoying this coffee. Right. You have some recognitions we've heard about Spice Lounge and awards. Can you tell us a bit about that? Over the years,
absolutely.
This place has been recognised for.
Absolutely. This is the ARTA, which is the Asian Restaurant and Takeaway Awards.
Yeah.
Chef entered one of the chef cook-off competitions for this.
Is this one of the most?
This is the regional. This was in 2018 in September. Yes. So we won the Oxfordshire regional, so Southeast regional for the chef cook-off there. Right. So that's the ARTA. This was in November. Okay. We went to Luxembourg. Now this was a world stage, which our chef was part of a team, which was the UK Curry Connect team.
Excellent.
That was a good achievement.
And what's this one here?
This one again, this was in Central Bedfordshire College.
Sure.
This was a cook-off again by UK Curry Connect.
Okay.
So our chef took part in that, so he was one of the finalists.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I see a few more over there.
It's not always, obviously winning something is a bonus.
Sure.
But for them to enter also gives them the experience
of
a platform where competition, how to be in a competition and how to excel in that competition. Right. And hence the reason why we've entered, this is the Asian Curry Awards.
Okay.
So we've just recently gone to Mr. Yar Khan's Asian Curry. This was again, this was in 2019, last year's.
Excellent.
So
I suppose this is like part of your motivation builder for the chef. And over the years,
so we've got here Mr. Enam Ali's British Curry Awards 2019. Enam Ali's, I've known him a number of years, good 25 odd years.
Yes, and British Curry Awards celebrated their 15th
so this is
annual awards event.
And this is
what do we have there?
Bangladeshi Caterers Association.
Right.
So this was again another chef cook-off competition.
Right.
So which he won on that one.
Excellent. Yeah. And have we spoken about this one?
Yeah, this is the same as your account. This is the 2018 and 2019.
Oh, okay.
2018 we took part in quite a few chef competitions. I thought I'll enter him, give him a platform to motivate him to do better, to excel in what he does. I think everyone at some stage in their life needs some kind of motivation and encouragement. Yeah. So I kind of gave him an open door policy and said, look, go and show your skills.
We will shortly meet our chef who will prepare some signature dishes for us and see what's going on.
Let's go and see what's happening in the kitchen.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see in the kitchen.
Right, we're here at the heart and the hub of the restaurant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, introduce us to your chef and the team here.
Absolutely. So we've got 4 team members working this evening.
Sure.
We've got 2 kitchen assistants, the head chef Amdad Rahman and Mr. Shoel Miao, who is the assistant chef.
Brilliant. Yeah, lovely to meet you all. And we believe the chef's signature dish is being prepared, and there's something lovely here.
Yes.
That
for this evening, we're going to cook you a dish called the fish baha.
Okay.
This will be using a sea bass, so the tail end of the sea bass.
Right.
And he'll be preparing that as your main course.
Right.
And as a starter, we will be cooking you a jalpuri, a lamb jalpuri.
We can see the traditional ethnic spices.
So you've got the curry powder, the turmeric,
the
chili powder. You've got the methi.
Yeah, which is the fenugreek. Yes, excellent stuff. Okay, it's all looking nutritious and healthy, I must say. Yeah, excellent.
We're very proud of our chef here. He's been with me since 2001.
This range of staff here. I mean, people are complaining about staff shortages. Why are we not looking everywhere?
I think you need to be able to hire from all spectrum.
Right.
If you limit yourself just to the Asian community, you will suffer. You need to broaden your horizons.
Yes. Are we all local from this area?
Yeah, Mark is local. He's from Oxford. These 2 guys are from Oxford.
Okay.
And this guy's from Swindon.
Oh, you come all the way
pretty
from
local. Yeah. No, Swindon's only 16 miles from here.
Oh, okay.
So we've tried to...
Dedication.
Yeah, we're trying to employ within a 20-mile radius.
Sure.
So it's good.
Excellent. Absolutely. So we have a lovely diversity of team here.
Yeah.
And let's leave the chef at it, and we'll see what the finished product looks like, and the process. Right, chef's in process of making the starters.
Yep.
Should we have a look? What's going on? What's all the noise is about?
Yeah, as you can hear, the chef's hands and spoons are in action. So,
Okay.
we've got the sea bass
Yep.
in progress.
Okay.
So it's being lightly pan fried.
Okay.
It's already been marinated.
Okay. What has it been marinated
So
in?
it's got the usual spices, the Asian spices, as well as garlic.
Right.
Garlic and ginger paste.
Sure.
Fresh garlic and ginger paste. In olive oil, I should ask.
Okay.
I should mention.
Well, it looks like there's a bit of speed here, so efficiency
Absolutely.
is taking place.
We've got the assistant chef is making a traditional potato Bombay aloo. One of the most popular dishes,
Okay.
side dishes in the Indian
It's one of those
restaurant.
that is in demand by the customers
Absolutely. And then
here.
you've got another traditional dish, which is the tartar dal.
Okay.
So both of them.
Well, it's smelling lovely, and we have yet
You have
to.
the onion bhajis there ready to be fried. So.
Okay, I think it looks like they've probably done that, or
No, that's they're waiting for the oil to come to
Sure.
the preheat, and then
Okay.
it'll be got.
Excellent.
It's only a matter of 30 seconds maximum, and it'll be cooked.
okay.
Yeah.
The guys are doing a great
Yeah.
job.
I think the secret when it comes to cooking fish is not to overcook.
Right.
Because once you plate the fish or any meat,
So they've
it's
got to
still
keep.
cooking.
They've got to keep a good eye on
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It's all. A lot of people have a tendency to think that it should be fully cooked on the pan or on the grill.
Sure.
That's not the case.
Right.
It actually cooks when it's plated as well.
Right. Okay. Brilliant. Okay, so we leave them to it, and then
Yeah.
we'll see the finished product.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Excellent. So this is the jalpuri.
Okay,
The lamb
the
jalpuri.
starter?
The starter.
Okay.
So this is pan-fried lamb. So it's mildly spiced.
I am amazed.
Wrapped.
Amazed. To
Wrapped in
see.
the puri. Now it's not your usual regular oil greased
No.
up puri, as you can see.
No, yes.
It's I don't think you'll see any trace of grease in there.
No, I cannot
as you can,
see
it's
it.
quite evident.
Well, I'm amazed to see this
Yeah,
production
yeah.
from the ingredients that was laid out there.
Absolutely.
it's-
So you've seen everything that was there. So that's a cucumber in a bed of salad. You've got tamarind sauce there, okay, radish, baby corn, and that's the finished product.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I think I'm going to try one of these just to see how it is. It will be rude not to. Okay? So here we go. It's just so beautiful.
Sometimes when you have a work of art, you don't want to
You
destroy
don't want to
it.
ruin,
exactly.
the presentation because it looks,
Yeah, it looks
so
very good.
delicate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a very mild. It's not heavily spiced, so it should be an open palate for anyone to try without really being afraid that it's too spicy. So it's obviously it's lamb. So if you are keen on lamb, then it will be the dish for me, for you. Rather.
I don't want to stop. It's the first time I've actually tried something like this. It's like shredded.
Yeah, yeah. The lamb's been.
The texture's in between like beef.
Yeah.
Or am I eating beef?
No, you are eating lamb. The reason why it feels this texture, because it's exactly what you said. The lamb's been taken apart. You know, the work's been done for you. So it makes it easier for you. You don't need to be chewing. Although it should be tender lamb.
And I must say, not a drop of grease.
No. You can tell it's evident on the plate.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
You know, it's lovely.
It's a nice. It's a nice starter in terms of quantity as well. It's not gonna, although puris are generally quite filling, it's in proportion so that you're not filling yourself up with it. So it's,
I'm going to go for it.
Yeah, go for
it's
it.
Lovely.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's healthy. There's a very, very fillingness about this starter. I think if you have this starter on its own, it's just as filling as the main dish. I mean, I'm getting all the flavors here, and the spices which I saw, it doesn't do justice to the finishing product. It's lovely. Oh wow, right, so this is the main, what is this?
Okay, so you've got a sea bass here, full sea bass in a bed of sugar snaps, long beans, and sweet corn.
Okay.
Well, when I say sweet corn, it's baby corn.
Yes, baby sweet corn. Okay.
I don't know if the camera can see, but you've got the sauce at the bottom. So it's like a Thai curry sauce.
Okay.
So you've got lime leaves in the curry leaves, and the regular spices the chefs use, which I can't disclose, obviously.
I'm going to try it in a bit.
Yeah.
It's looking lovely. I'm going to demolish it, and I'm going to be careful. But it's just such a beautiful presentation.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try. Let's see. Okay. So there's a bit of a sauce here.
Yeah,
I'm going to just check on that.
You like some rice with it?
Traditionally,
we would have white rice with it.
Our Bangladeshi, counterparts would love this with rice. But I can actually eat this on its own.
Yeah.
It's cooked just right.
Yeah. What's the sauce like? Tell me what the sauce is like.
Okay. It's not your traditional Bangladeshi style.
Remember, it's again.
If you're saying it's Thai,
It's a palette. It's a palette for our customers. It's not a Thai. It's an influence of a Thai curry sauce. But
I'm gonna see what this tastes like with the sauce. I can taste flavors of Thai cuisine here.
Yeah.
With a twist of the Asian, Indian, Bangladeshi flavors.
You know, if you go to Thai restaurants, they have the sea bass lemon curry, which is a personal favorite of mine, and that's quite easily replicated. And when I say replicated, I think you sort of add your own influences to that dish with the Asian twist, Bengali, Indian, straight.
And fish is known for a Bangladeshi.
Absolutely, Bangladesh is a coastal country, so our main palate is fish and vegetables. And I think it's natural for our chefs to be able to produce top quality dishes using fishes, whether it be Bengali fish or not. I think it's quite easy for them to manipulate that dish. And I always find any of the fish curries, they all come out really well.
Well, it's been beautifully cooked and presented. I can't smell any bad fish kind of smell, which you have a risk of it. But again, it's beautiful. And as a main, you can eat it with the vegetables.
Sea bass is one of my personal favorite fishes.
So we've
I think it's very versatile fish.
Well, we've had a combination of two dishes today. So the starter, which is the lamb jalpuri, which in comparison to the fish, you get there's two different palates. They're both filling and nutritious and healthy. And
This one's called the fish bahar, machli bahar.
Machli Bahar. So there's an Indian name to that. Thank you so much
You're
for
very welcome.
having us and letting us
Well,
try.
thank you for coming.
And it would be crazy not to come and try these dishes. Just for not only the experience around Cotswold, but
I think what we
to come into a little hub.
I think if I were to sum up our restaurant and the area, it's a beautiful surrounding. You know that
Yes.
we are known.
Undoubtedly.
Absolutely, we are known as the gateway to the Cotswolds. And if you are visiting from London or the suburbs and you want to come to the Cotswolds, I think it's a good venue to come to as a package. So visit
Yes.
Burford, spend the day in the surrounding areas, and enjoy your evening here at the Spice Lounge in Burford.
There you go.
I hope I've summed it up.
There you go. You've heard it from the man himself, but truly, it's a lovely experience, and to come and sit in a lovely, cozy place like this, it's just a beautiful experience. So, and the food is just beautiful. It's amazing. So, thank you for watching, and I hope that you will stay with us with Vodcasts. This is Sabia Khatun in Oxfordshire at the Spice Lounge in Burford.